In an era where technology can masterfully manipulate reality, a sinister villain emerges from the shadows. This is a world of deepfakes, where artificial intelligence crafts deceptive illusions. My name is J.Haber, and I am the Chief Security Advisor at BeyondTrust. Today, I will help you unravel the complex web of risks that deepfake technology poses. Consider this. One morning, you are jolted awake by the news that $25 million have vanished from your company's coffers. It's a chilling realization that could make even the strongest cup of morning coffee go. This isn't some far-fetched plotline from a Hollywood blockbuster. It's a contemporary reality. A case in point is the recent heist in Hong Kong, where the masterminds traded the traditional tools of the trade, guns and masks, for state-of-the-art artificial intelligence. Using deepfake technology, they orchestrated a social engineering attack of an AI-driven nature, a type of crime that's becoming increasingly common. Remember, deepfakes are not the usual harmless pranks you might be thinking of. Their level of sophistication is deeply unsettling, with the ability to successfully imitate voices, mannerisms, and even the minutest of facial expressions. They have the potential to counterfeit anyone, reducing identity theft, financial fraud, and corporate espionage to nothing more than child's play. If you believe that sounds like something straight out of a futuristic novel, it's time to recalibrate your thinking. The future is already upon us, carrying with it invisible risks that are hard to foresee. Hence, the question that arises is, how can we shield ourselves from these unseen yet potent threats? Deepfakes are not only about playfully altering faces in videos or amusingly modifying voices. They present a grave danger to individuals and organizations. Let's ponder on the $25 million heist in Hong Kong. To illustrate this, the criminals deployed deepfake technology to carry this crime, a chilling demonstration of the escalating menace of AI-engineered social engineering attacks. However, the threat isn't limited to financial fraud. The risks associated with deepfakes span a broad spectrum, surpassing even our most far-fetched fears. Consider the potential of identity theft, with your personal details being exploited without your authorization, or the possibility of private corporate intelligence being intercepted by malevolent entities. The ramifications are extensive and could be utterly catastrophic. The sophistication of these threats is progressively increasing, with cutting-edge artificial intelligence being utilized to create alarmingly persuasive forgeries. It's an unnerving notion, isn't it? But don't let fear consume you. Despite how formidable this may seem, there are efficient strategies that can be implemented to safeguard both you and your organization. Welcome to the age of deepfakes and AI-induced dangers, where trust is no longer something we can take for granted. This brings us to the concept of the zero-trust approach. But what is it? It's a security strategy that doesn't just blindly trust. It's doctrine. Verify first, then trust. Whether it's a newly connected device or a long-standing employee, the legitimacy of everyone and everything must be established. This strategy is pivotal in warding off threats, such as deepfakes. The reasoning? There's no scope for complacency. Merely appearing as a trusted user or originating from a recognized IP address isn't enough. The onus is on you to prove your authenticity every time without fail. But the zero-trust approach, just about verification. It equally emphasizes on access limitation. Even if past verification, they should only be granted the bare minimum access they require. Anything beyond is a potential security loophole. This ensures that, even if a user's credentials fall into the wrong hands, the impact controlled. The zero-trust approach provides a sturdy shield in a world where sight is no longer equivalent to belief. It seems like a hefty task, doesn't it? Your passwords represent the gateway to your digital empire. But do they possess enough might to hold off the onslaught of cyber attacks? In today's digital, with the burgeoning growth of deepfakes and AI-driven threats, advanced security measures, such as robust authentication and privileged access management have evolved from being a mere choice to an absolute necessity. These protective measures surpass the traditional barriers of single-layered password security, venturing into more advanced domains like two-factor authentication, biometric data, and security tokens. Two-factor authentication, to illustrate, enhances the security protocol by mandating not one, but two distinct forms of identification. This added layer of protection drastically minimizes the probability of successful, unauthorized access. Biometric data, such as fingerprints or facial recognition, take the security up a notch. It is exceptionally challenging for cyber threats to replicate your unique biological attributes, thus making your digital presence further secure. Finally, we have security tokens, tangible devices provided to authorized computer service users to facilitate authentication. The effectiveness of these measures stems from their intricate nature, making it staggeringly difficult for unauthorized users to breach these security layers. However, a word of caution: the most formidable locks would be of no use if the key's into the wrong hands. It is therefore paramount that these advanced security measures are handled with utmost care and responsibility. Enforcing least privilege access has become an indispensable shield in the constantly shifting battlefield of cyber threats. In the complex domain of digital security, what exactly does this mean? At its core, it's about bestowing only the minimum permissions essential for a user to carry out their roles. Visualize it as a fortified structure. Not every individual requires access to every single floor. Does that sense? This same principle applies to your digital architecture. It's not necessary for all users to have access to all digital data and systems. By restraining access, you are effectively shrinking the potential battleground for menacing threats like deepfakes. But remember, it's not solely about restricting access. It also involves carefully carrying out frequent audits and making necessary adaptations. As job roles transform within a company, the access level must also be modified accordingly. This fluid approach ensures that your digital defense is always in its prime condition. Although introducing the least privilege access might seem intimidating, it's a potent weapon against advanced threats. It's about cultivating a security-focused culture where every user contributes to the protection of your organization's assets. Don't forget, when it comes to battling against deepfakes, every single aspect of security is of paramount importance. To all of you who have journeyed with us till the end of this video, here's a remarkable fact. This entire presentation was crafted using commercially available artificial intelligence software. The script was auto-generated and projected in my own voice, all sourced from my blog contents, and the entire production took just a few minutes, less than the duration of this video. This demonstrates the astonishing capability of deepfake technology. In summary, it's important to recognize the potential risks this technology harbors. As we've seen, it can generate highly convincing content in a remarkably short span of time. Hence, it is crucial for everyone to remain alert and vigilant against possible deepfake threats. Remember, understanding this technology and its potential misuse is our best defense.